All right, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Hope everybody's awesome. Thank you for coming out. We're about to get this thing rolling here, so everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. All right. So I'm going to be racing my, I am going to be live racing my fake Fast and Furious Toyota Supra here. Right? My fake Fast and Furious Supra Mark IV. It's not exact, right? But this is this looks pretty close. I like that body kit. Now there is a body kit. You can get the actual body kit from the Fast and Furious movie for this car, but there's a few things I don't like about it. This one looks similar but a little nicer, so this is like the Fast and Furious Supra Part 2. Part 2, guys. Part 2. I like it. I think it looks cool. All right, let me check out a couple things really quick. I see we got Agent, we got Stacks, we got William D, we got KB, Xavier, Melon. Awesome to see you guys. Ranger, what's up, buddy? Goku, nice to see you. Paul G, thank you for coming out. All right. I'm making a couple of quick last second adjustments here. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. We're going to go live race this thing. So let's find out. I think we're in the 10.2 lobby. 10.2, yeah. We should be in the 10.2 lobby. Hold on a second. 163. 168. That's weird. I could have swore I was like right at 10.2. There we go. 10.195. That's where we'll put it. 10.2 lobby today, guys and girls. 10.2 lobby. All right. Let's get into some live racing. Alright, so Mr. Tech, if you get the McLaren F1, you actually have to upgrade it just like any other car from what I remember. It was, I don't know how many years ago it was when I got mine, but I'm pretty sure I had to upgrade it to stage 5. And then I had to run the event to get some parts for it. And I was still missing a couple of stage 6, so it was a little bit of a pain. It was a little bit of a pain. But no, I don't think it came upgraded from what I remember. I think the only cars that actually come upgraded are some of the boss cars. Like some of the boss cars, when you get them, if I remember correctly, they already come at stage 5. Oh, it's been so long. Alright, where is everybody? Oh, there's somebody. Kid Crank. Alright, we're about to race Kid Crank here, guys. Alright, let's race. Oh, I did not start the wild card. Son of a butt. I did not start the wild card. 3. I'll start it after this race. I will start it after this race here, I think. Let's see if this car wins with this new tune I tried on it. Alright, that was so far so good. William D will get it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, I beat the dyno by a lot. Alright, I beat the dyno by more than I would like to have beaten, so that's not a good thing. I should have slowed down there, but unfortunately I didn't. Alright. Now that guy's gone. Where'd he go? So that guy just completely disappeared. He's like, I'm out. He's like, I'm out of here. So, what can you do? Alright, so when you're live racing, if you beat the dyno time by too much, the car will keep moving you into faster lobbies, and it sucks. These days, I try and find the cars that you can set up on low upgrades and get them to run at dyno. And those cars normally stay in the live racing lobby, but you don't want to beat dyno. Let's race Mr. Rookie. Nope, he's busy. Like, as long as I can keep running at 10.2, right? It should be putting me up against other cars that run around 10.2. Team Donna Banks. Oh my goodness. That's a Donna person right there. But Stack says the DBX is good for live. Yeah, the DBX is a great live racing car. Let's race this other Supra. The DBX is great. I like the DBX a lot, honestly. It's really, really nice. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Generally, I try to set my cars up so they run at the time that they're dynoed for. So if it is beating the dyno by a little bit, normally I'll slow... Oh, he ran a 10.4. He ran a little slow there. Like there, I downshifted twice to keep it in 10.2, but yeah, he ran very slow. William D says, DBX is good, I hate the launch. I think I was just letting... So William D, the live racing setup I set up for my DBX this morning, I believe I was letting go of the gas at right on number 2 and just doing a really standard shift pattern. I don't really remember how it drives when you max it out, but the live racing setup seems pretty straightforward and easy. Alright, this car looks awesome. It's probably going to kick my butt though. If he has that car set up to beat dyno, he'll probably destroy me. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's find out. Am I going to get destroyed or what? Yeah, he got me. I'm going to slow down. Hey, Real McCoy, how's your day going, buddy? Awesome to see ya. Hope you are doing good today. I'm Arya. He says, it looks great too. What's up, Arya? How you doing? Rampage. What happens if you beat the dyno? Oh, I already answered that one. I see somebody with a Chinese name, I think that is. Japanese, Chinese, something. I don't know how to read that, but... Hello, person with the name I can't read. Hello. I don't know what that says, but welcome to the live stream. Arya says, I got mine at stage 5 currently. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I think if you really know how to run the 707, the DBX 707 will destroy everything if you know how to set it up. I don't really like running the Destroyer tunes because they seem a little unfair to me, but if you want to run a Destroyer tune on that, you can. But from what I'm seeing, it pretty much, it's really easy to set up on low upgrades as a destroyer without even trying, so. I think you do need a couple of stage 6 parts though. I think you want to have like stage 6 body and transmission and something. I'm not sure how it does without the stage 6 parts, but if you get a couple of stage 6, right, you fit everything back to stock, you upgrade the tires, transmission, body, and nitrous, and leave everything else stock. Yeah, he got me. Alright, he's got a win-lose, but he left. He ran away. He ran away! When should you start Tempest 1? Alright, so bottom line is you can start Tempest anytime you would like. There's really no reason not to start it, but there's really no reason to start it at the same time, right? Most of the boss cars suck these days. The boss cars aren't very good. So you're going to win a bunch of crappy cars and a couple of decent cars from the Tempest races. So my advice is this: don't be in any hurry to get through it. Don't be in any rush. Just kind of, as you're upgrading cars and you know you have cars that are currently fast enough, that's, say, oh, okay, I got a tier 1 car that's fast enough. Sure, let's go do it to it, right? Oh, I got a tier 3 car that's now fast enough. Cool, let's go run Tempest. But I would just put it on the back burner until you get some nice cars and they're upgraded, and then you can just go do it at your own pace and not worry about it too much. A lot of people rush through it. A lot of people struggle because they're trying really hard to get it done. They don't have enough parts on their cars, and it's a nightmare when you're trying to play it like that. So all right. But it's one of those things I say, just do it slowly at your own pace, but do not be in a rush. Don't upgrade crappy cars just to do Tempest. Just wait till you have good cars that are fast enough and then go do it. That's how I look at it these days. A lot has changed over the years. We used to always recommend do Tempest, get it done, get it out of the way. I mean, these days, I think the Elite Tuner events is what you really want to focus on. When you get to Elite Tuner events, they're awesome. He refused. Aw, man. Where's everybody at? There's somebody. Let me race this BMW. I might leave this lobby and go back because this doesn't seem like a good lobby. Either the game is currently trying to figure out my car, or they put me in a dead lobby, one or the other. I'm not sure which one it is, but could be either or. Ooh, that was a good race. That was a good race. So if I don't shift early in the second, this car runs a lot slower. Alright, let's see what's going on with this lobby. Hold on, guys. I think it's because I just retuned the car. The game's trying to figure out my car. Nobody's here, though. I'm all by myself. All by myself. Let's race this guy. I was out of tune. I apologize. I was very out of tune on that. Forget you heard that, okay? Forget you ever heard that. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he's got me. He's got me. I'm going to slow down a bunch. Wow, he ran a 9.7. He's got that. Look at the crazy colors on that car. I kind of like it. That guy has a dyno destroying build on there. You can destroy Dino on that car. That's actually a good car if you're trying to beat Dino and you know how to set it up, but I like the crazy green and pink. It looks really weird together, but in a good way. Alright, I think we're going to try and change lobbies. This one's empty. This is weird. It just keeps bringing like one person in. I've never really seen that before. Very strange. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't think I like it. Alright, maybe we can get ourselves into a different live racing lobby here. Alright, so X-Card, normally when one of those Elite Tuner events ends, like the Tuner's Pit events, once it's over, and it's not coming back. Now, there is a very small chance that they could decide to bring those back at some point, but I'm not counting on it. Thing is, they want to give you a timer. They're probably hoping that, hey, this guy will spend some money to buy these tokens so we can finish the event before it's over. The good news is, if you don't finish it, the car, you might miss out on some of the cosmetic upgrades, like you might not have unlocked all the rims and body kits, but the car is still going to be just as good. You just might miss out on some cosmetic upgrades, you know? Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see what we got. Who are we racing here? He's in a weirdo car. Oh, he's out of here. Let me go ahead and slow down a couple times. Alright, see, I ran 10.264. He ran a 10.294. Yeah, the DBX 707, if you know what parts to install and how to tune it, it's extremely good at live racing. It's probably one of the best tier 4 live racing cars in the game, to tell you the truth. I mean, honestly, you leave everything stock, upgrade your tires to stage 3, body and nitrous. No, I'm sorry. Fit everything back to stock. This is the easiest way to do it. Fit all the parts back to stock. Throw the tires on stage 3. Body stage 5. Transmission stage 5. Nitrous on stage 2. And then if you happen to have the stage 6 parts, put the body and the transmission on stage 6. And then tune it for whatever lobby you're trying to get into. And alright, so the Elite Tuner's Lexus LC500 is a very nice car. It's totally worth upgrading for a lot of reasons. So personally, wait. No, that's not going to help you get the Supra. The LC500 won't help you get the Supra at all. You have to beat the original Elite Tuners events, so the LC500 was not part of that. So that was one of those add-on events that came later. So no, that will not help you. I think you have to get just the original ones done. So for the tier 4 cars, you have to do the Lancer and the WRX. But yeah, the LC500 was a separate, that was a tuner pit event. Alright, so X-Car, that's kind of personal preference, how you want to do that. But what I did is, I focused on the Supra until it was maxed out. The LC500 is an excellent tier 4 car, and the Supra GR, or any of the Supras, are great tier 5 cars, so I guess it's really personal preference, right? Putting your tokens into any car that's good is always worth it. It's always worth it to put your tokens into a good car. But personally, some people are going to tell you they like the Lexus better than the Supra. Some people are going to tell you they like the Supra better, but alright, the GR Supra is one of my favorite cars in the game. The Mark IV Supra, not quite as good at live racing. It's a little faster, but not quite as good at live racing as the GR Supra. So I would say the Lexus is a better live racer than the Mark IV Supra. I don't know, there's just a lot of variables and personal preference in some things in this game. But generally, most people would much rather deal with the Tier 5 car than the Tier 4 car, because Tier 5 cars often earn more money when you win. They earn more respect points when you win. They're just overall better cars for helping your team or your crew earn points to get the prize car and everything else. So I would say I would go with one of the Supras over a Tier 4 car personally, but yeah, I use the Sperling Goodwood all the time. I got that months ago. That car is awesome. Hey, there's KB. I don't know if this is a different KB or the same one. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, man. I slowed down and I lost. He's got a good he's got a good tune on that thing. Dark or nice is his personal preference, but Supra. If you're talking to me about a free-to-play player, almost. I mean, I'm pretty close to being free-to-play. I'm what you call cheap to play, right? I might spend about $100 a year on this game, and that's about it. But I have been playing this game for going on 8 years now. Darker Nice says, I'm free to play too. Then he says, LOL. CSR2 guy channel, how are you doing today? Wait. Your guy, why did I call you CSR2 guy? That's not what your name is on YouTube. I'm sorry, I called you by the wrong name. I apologize. That was not my intentions. I suck at reading. Hey, Winpoo, how's your day going? Awesome to see ya. What I think about modding players. You know, to each their own. I mean, there's definitely a chance to get your account banned if you're modding, but it is what it is. But when players mod to make their car faster, right? When they mod the game to make their car faster to cheat, that's not cool. That's not cool. Nobody likes those players. Or get a bunch of extra respect points. You know, the cheaters that are using it to take advantage of other players, we don't like those people around here, right? We're not a big fan of those folks that will cheat to win against other players. That's not cool. Like these days, so many people think cheating is like a cool thing to do. It's just like, how can you say that? It's never cheating against another player is not okay. I mean, if somebody You know, somebody adds some keys or some cars to the game. I get it. I get it, but people who cheat to get an advantage over others, that's what I say. They do ban a lot of accounts that mod the game. I mean, sometimes it takes a while, and a lot of them, some of the modders know how to unban their accounts, or they make new accounts after they get banned, so. There's a lot of crap that goes on with that type of thing, but 3, 2, 1, go. I like this car. This is a cool car. I think I'm supposed to lose that race. Is the Jeep Gladiator in here good? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about the regular one or the Fast and Furious one. So the Fast and Furious Jeep is awesome. The other Jeep that's not from the Fast and Furious is nice as well. Now, I don't really like it personally, but I know a lot of people that do, so. A lot of people have found a good live racing setup for that Jeep. But I'm a big fan of the Fast and Furious Jeep. I think that one's really nice. All right, Winpoo, so far, all of the Utopias I've tried have been really nice. I can't remember if we have 2 or 3 Utopias in the game, but for some reason, I kind of remember the original one we got for free to be better. I think that's the better one if I remember correctly. Like I say though, my memory's pretty crappy, but I think the Utopias are nice, but I think the original one was much better than the others. Just going by my memory. Is there a good way to level up faster? Race a lot. That's really all there is to it, right? Get on the game and race for hours and hours and hours, and eventually you'll level up. This game takes a lot of grinding, right? You got to play the game a lot to get anywhere. It's not a game you can just kind of get on and play for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and get somewhere, right? Black Phantom, what's up, buddy? How's your day going? Awesome to see ya. How do you get so much fuel? You can refill your tank with gold, or watch advertisements to refill your tank. X-Wing says to level up faster, just race using purple star cars. Do purple star cars actually make you rank up faster? I don't know. I've never thought about it. Never had anybody ask about that kind of thing. I don't know. Samuel, how's it going? I mean, purple star cars give you generally a few more respect points when you win a race, but do they actually give you points to rank up faster? But one thing I do like about a purple star car is normally you win a few extra points to help your crew earn prizes, which is always good. So yeah, purple star cars are generally nice. One thing in this game I've never really paid too much attention to, though, is the rank. I mean, as you play the game, you just kind of slowly go up in rank, and it doesn't really help you or mean much. I mean, once you get to rank, I think 30, I think it's like rank 30 or something like that, you pretty much unlock everything at that point. So ranking up past that point doesn't really do much for you, to tell you the truth. Every time you rank up, they're like, here's 2 bronze keys, here's 12 gold. You're like, okay, well, thank you, but that doesn't help much. So rank doesn't mean much once you hit high enough rank to unlock all your stuff. That's how I see it. I'm Aria wants to know, is the Mustang Boss the fastest tier 1 car? I'm pretty sure it is. I can look really quick. I'm about 99.9% sure. But the thing is, you have to get up to elite level 50, right? If you have it with no elite customs upgrades, you're going to be at 14th fastest. It's the 14th fastest car, but when you level it up, then it becomes the first fastest car. But the thing is, in order to make that car as fast as possible, you got to put a bunch of elite tokens into it. So, I mean, if you're a new player, I don't think it's your best choice, right? I think the best choice for a new player is always the Volkswagen, because you don't have to put any extra stuff into it. Just level up to stage 5, put some parts into it, and race, right? You don't got to earn all the elite tokens to make it faster. So the Golf is the best car for new players, in my opinion. Now, eventually, you will want to have both, but the Mustang Boss is actually quite good. It's very, very good. All right, man, Dave's got a cool looking car right there. I'll tell you what, blue and gold look really nice together. Blue and gold look super good together. All right. I don't remember if I got that car or not. I think I did. I have too many cars. I have way too many cars. Way too many. I wish I could get rid of some, to tell you the truth, but the second I sell one, I'm going to need it for something, so always keep one of everything. That's what I say. Three, 2, 1, go. Honestly, when you get a milestone prize car, you probably should level it up, because, yeah, like somebody said there, like William D said, generally the next season they'll be used for the showdown. And, oh man, it disconnected again. And normally it's going to be a really good car for that. I don't know why, but it never lets us race. It always disconnects us. I don't know why. This game hates us. Or my device hates his device. I'm not sure, but I don't think my device and his device get along. Dave, why does your device hate my device so much, man? What did it ever do to yours? You know what I mean? Gosh. I'm telling you, his hates mine. It's terrible. KB, you out of here? If so, have a great day, buddy. Alright, we found stacks. Well, Black Panther, good swaps, my man. I don't know why the game is turds, but you know. KB, that was you. Cool. Good swaps, buddy. Good swaps. Alright, here we go. This car looks awesome on this racetrack. 3, 2, 1, go. I love the way this car looks. I lost. Yeah, but I think there's a lot of, I'm on Android, but there's also a lot of iOS players I can race without disconnecting, so there's got to be more to it than just Android versus iOS. I don't know. There's got to be something to it. It's a weird deal. Stacks, thank you, buddy. Alright, he's in the Utopia Roadster. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna do some experiments with this car. It probably is some sort of weird server issue, I'd imagine. I don't know what the deal is, but it's a pain in the butt. Hey Mohammed, how you doing today, bud? Good to see ya. Alright, so Bakutaro, I'm saying it wrong, whatever. Whatever, I can't talk. He needs the game money. So if you're looking for game money, right? Get the highest tier car you have and go out there and race it. Win as many races as possible. I mean, it takes forever to save up game money. It's not a fast thing. So race with your highest tier car and don't spend game cash when you don't absolutely have to. That's how you save money in this game. But you got to be really stingy with your resources or you're pretty much always going to be broke. Aw, man. Like all the time, just out of resources. I'm going to tell you what, that is such a cool looking car. I was a little disappointed. I couldn't really find a good live racing setup for that car from what I remember, but it looks so good. Like the colors and the shape of that car just go so well together. I like the way it looks. Alright, racer refused or he disconnected or something. Gosh darn you, live racing. Alright, there we go. I think it's Dave's turn to win. I think so. Pretty sure. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Yeah, so when you're a new player, it takes a while to get anywhere. So money seems to come in, game cash seems to come in very slowly as a new player. Another disconnect. But it probably took my account a few months to start rolling. It felt like the first 1 or 2 months went really crazy slow. And eventually, you know, I started getting a few things here, a few things there. After like 4, 5, 6 months of playing, my account started going really well. So as a new player, it's definitely a slow start. Definitely a slow start. You gotta have a lot of patience or a gigantic wallet, one or the other. Green Viper, if you check the pinned comment, that should tell you about what my time is set to. That's the lobby I believe I should be in today. Alright, so that did not work. This game hates me today. Dear game, stop doing what you're doing. Alright, we're going to race Jerome. I'll tell you what, that Lancer looks good. That Lancer looks really good. Nope, Jerome's gone. I love the colors on that. Nice looking car. Yeah, it's just dead lobbies today, guys. I will say this though, like Max was saying, they keep readjusting the way the live racing lobbies work. And I think that's one of the reasons there's not as many people. I think that's one of the reasons we don't see as many people in the lobbies on a lot of days, is because of the way they've currently got that adjusted. I could be wrong, but I do think their new matchmaking system has something to do with why the lobbies often seem dead. Alright, you can't beat Tempest 3 Tier 4 with this Aston Martin. Alright, so here's the deal. Alright, it's definitely going to be able to run faster than the boss. Right, your Aston Martin will run faster than the boss. But the problem is, you on a tier... Hold on a second, Hold on a second, let me explain this. Alright. Tempest 3 Tier 4 requires you to do 260 miles per hour on the top speed, and then you also have to do 0 to 60 in 1.37 seconds. Now, most Tier 4 cars, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of Tier 4, so what you can do, let's just say your car isn't capable of doing one or the other, you can spend, I think, 300 gold, right? You spend your 300 gold to switch cars, and then if you need to switch back, I think you can spend another 300 gold to switch back. That's what most of us do. So if you got one Tier 4 car with really good top speed, and you got another one with really good 0 to 60, if your current car can't do both, then you can just switch back and forth 2 or 3 times. I mean, it sucks spending a little bit of extra gold, but that's kind of how that works there. All right. Here we go. We got Green Viper. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this Supra. It's such a nice car. This is a good car. It's not the best live racing car in the game by any means, but it does pretty decent. It's a decent live racer. It's not a great live racer. I think it was doing better on my previous setup with less parts installed, but today I reset it up differently just to see what it did with a few more parts on it, and it's not doing as good, but it's doing good. Alright, Green Viper, unfortunately, I guess you couldn't challenge me back. Let me see if I can get you again. Let me see if I can... Uh-oh. Alright, Green Viper is currently busy. Jerome doesn't want to race me. Oh, I guess he does. Okay. Jerome does want to race me. I'm going to tell you what. I love Lancers. Lancers are cool. I like the tuner cars. Supras, Lancers, WRXs, and Civic hatchbacks. Love them all. Love them all. The CRX is cool too. Honda CRX was a really cool car. I used to own one of those, and like an idiot, I sold it. So, I got a CRX. I bought it dirt cheap off of somebody. Opponent disconnected. I bought it dirt cheap. I drove it for like almost a year. It broke down. For some reason, it wasn't getting any gas. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to fix this car. So I just went out and bought another junky car that ran and sold the broken CRX to somebody. I wish I still had that CRX. That was a cool car. Oh well. Guy can't find me. I do think it's actually harder. Oh, Green Viper is gone. It's definitely harder to find people these days. I've noticed the game's making it harder to find people. Alright, he said no, or she said, they said no. Whatever it is. Let's see if Jerome wants to race me again. You want to swap? Alright, cool, cool. Well, that's the Voltex Lancer. Hopefully they don't disconnect this time. I'll let you win, I'll be nice. Let's see what this car runs. Here, I'll give you a win. Since you disconnected on the last one. Civilian Killer says, what car is worth it? Disconnected again. I don't know what's going on. What car is worth it for what, right? Alright, this game takes a long time, right? The F12 Berlinetta is it's a basic starter car. It's nice. It'll get you through some stuff as a new player if you have enough parts on it. But it takes a while on this game to start getting really nice cars, so I'm not sure what you're currently trying to do. I mean, the majority of the cars that you can just get easily or buy with game cash, those are all basic starter cars, right? Those are all just the basic starters. None of them are really that great. So after you've been playing for a while, you're going to start getting nice cars here and there, and it's kind of a slow process, right? You got to have a lot of patience for this game. You can't get good cars easily. You can't get parts easily. It's a very long process, right? So the first couple of months I played this game, everything went really slow. Like everything went really slow. After 2, 3, 4 months, I felt like I had a pretty nice collection of stuff. After a year, I was like, wow, I've got so much stuff, it's crazy. And then things just kept accumulating from there, so this game does take a lot of patience, right? Lots of grinding, lots of patience, and if you got a big wallet and you don't mind spending money, then you can get a lot of stuff, a lot of really good stuff, even faster a lot of the time, so. Any live racing tunes for the GR Super in Tier 5? If you set the GR Supra up on stage 4 parts, I got a video about it, right? The GR Supra loves Tier 4, in my opinion. That's the best way to set it up for live racing. Fit everything to Tier 4, tune it the way I showed you in that video, and bam, you got a really nice live racing car. It won't win all the live races, but I would say I usually win between 7 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 with that Supra. I mean, there's always going to be somebody who's found a crazy tune or some guy with a down-tuned car or something, but the Supra is just an all-around nice car at almost everything if you know how to set it up. Loot Llama. Do I know much about computer parts? Alright, so as far as GPUs go, if you're trying to find a gaming card, pretty soon a lot of games are going to require your graphics card to have something called ray tracing. So something like I don't know about a RX 570, I'm not familiar with that, but a GTX 1650 does not have ray tracing in it. I think I think it's like the NVIDIA 30 series. I think the 30 or the 40 series is when I think the 30 series started adding the ray tracing, right? You want to make sure whatever graphics card you get has ray tracing, because I've talked to a couple of game developers that said a couple of years from now, if your graphics card does not have whatever ray tracing is, you're not even going to be able to play a lot of games. So make sure you got ray tracing. But honestly, that NVIDIA card's really good, but it's probably going to be obsolete in a few years, which is the problem with that. Now, when it comes to graphics card other than NVIDIA, I'm not really that familiar with them, right? I'm not super familiar with like the rating cards or anything else, but I mean, right now, like a 1660, 1650, there's nothing wrong with those. They're pretty good, but I do believe they will be obsolete soon. But I would look for like a 3060, 3070, 4060. I mean, you could probably buy one of those used, but they do have ray tracing built in. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, it's probably going to cost a few bucks more to get that, but I wouldn't want to buy a used piece of junk and then 2-3 years from now not be able to use it anymore. But if you were able to get like a 3060, 3070, you know, 4060, 4070, that'll probably last you for a good 5-10 years, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people running old school graphics cards that are 10 years old and they still work just fine. But the problem is, like I said, in a couple years, that may not be the case. But I mean, one of those cards would be great until all the games start to require the ray tracing. Now, that's just going by what a couple of game developers told me, so I would assume they're correct, but I'm only going by what a game developer has told me, so are they right about that? I don't know. I would imagine a game developer would know about that stuff, but I can't guarantee it. Alright, Simon wants to know, Time Machine or GR Supra? Alright, so are you trying to do the Elite license or just race Tempest? So if you're trying to do an Elite license, you want to use your best live racing cars because they'll get a good bonus. So Elite license, any good live racing car that's earning you good respect points, winning races easily, and you enjoy it, that's great for making Elite. Now when it comes to racing the boss, it doesn't really matter what car you use, honestly. As long as it's fast enough, it doesn't matter. So whichever one you have enough parts for to race the boss, go with that one. William D says, they were wrong about electric cars. Now that is true. That is true. But I would Elite my favorite live racers. Like, if I could do all my Elite license over again, I would definitely do some things a little differently. I just picked some random crap and made it Elite, and yeah, it was a bad idea, right? William D said they were wrong about the Jetsons flying cars. That I believe they were. Alright, your budget is $400 for the entire build. That's rough, right? My current computer cost me about $600, except for the, like, if you take away the graphics card in the case, it was a $600 build. So I used my existing case and my existing graphics card, but I got the motherboard, the RAM, the processor, and brand new air cooler. Like, the whole shebang was about $600. But if you're trying to build a gaming PC for the entire thing for like $400, that's going to be rough. Honestly, that's going to be rough. Graphics cards and processors are normally some of the biggest expenses. I mean, I got the cheapest processor I could find that was good. I got the Ryzen 5700X or 5800X. I can't remember which one, but it was less than $200 for the processor. That was the cheapest good processor I could find. I bought like a $99 MSI motherboard. I got that processor. But yeah, it's going to be really hard to build a complete PC for less than $400 that's actually good for gaming, unfortunately. I mean, I guess if you're buying used parts, you can probably do it, but Stacks, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I think we're gonna be done here. I actually need to pee, so I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm going to take a quick break. So I got to pee, guys. Let me hit the be right back button. I shall return here in just a minute. I apologize, but my bladder is yelling at me. In the morning, I always chug down some coffee, so, you know, coffee always gets me. All right, I'll be right back. Give me like 3 minutes. Too much coffee. All right, I have returned. I can't say I'll be back, but I am back. I'm back. I'm back. Not like the music person back. But I'm back. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna see who wants to race me next. Big Niku. Big Niku. I don't know what that says. But we're going to race them anyways. So let's go do it to it. Let's go do it to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see what this car runs if I hit nitrous on third. Ooh, he got me. He got me. Some of those BMWs are pretty decent. Ran right at 10,201. Perfect. So if I hit nitrous on third, it runs exactly where I want it to run. Cordell, yeah, buddy. Getting that last elite level takes forever. Getting enough pink tokens is crazy. When I won the Mark IV Super, I think it took me 6 months of playing just to get enough pink tokens to get that bad boy up to purple stars. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. Yeah. We got him. Nope, that still beat the dino. Alright, so as far as the body kits on the Mark IV Supra, I don't know. I think there was like 5 different body kits you can pick from. Most of them I don't really like, but I'm not a big fan of the majority of them, honestly. But as far as like name brands and stuff, I'm not really sure what there was. But yeah, lots of showdown racing will get you tokens for Elite Tuner cars, right? It's very slow. It's very irritating to sit there and race that crap. Just to get like, win or lose, you know, you got to sit there and do all 500 races if you want to get all the prizes out of there. But it's worth it in a lot of ways. Then again, in a lot of ways, it's not. But, you know, Elite Tuners races will get you a lot of parts for a showdown. Wait. I'm an idiot. I said all of that incorrectly. Showdown races will get you a lot of parts for the Elite Tuners cars as far as tokens go. I think that was right that time. Okay. But yeah, it just takes forever to get those things, unfortunately. It's a long process. I mean, normally I run maybe 100 or 200 races on a showdown. I can't sit there and do 500. That's just too much work. That's a lot of time spent when I could be doing other things that are probably earning me more points for the crew or whatever, so. I don't spend that much time on showdowns. Yeah, Bucky, unfortunately the game's always got a lot of disconnection problems. This game's always messed up, but it's a fun game. It just has a lot of problems. Super fun, problems constantly. I love it and I hate it. You know what? That red underneath the grill there looks really good. On that green. That dark green and the red look really nice together. Maybe they should have made Christmas red dark red instead of bright red. Because Christmas colors are almost too bright. They kind of clash, but that particular color of green and red together look really good in my opinion. We got Max the Gamer in the house. What's up, Mr. Max? How's your day going? Yeah, it took me close to 3 years from the time that I started the original set of Elite Tuners events till the time I unlocked the Mark IV Supra was about 2.5 years. Then it took me another 6 months to max this out. So 3 years basically to finish that whole thing if you look at it that way. It's crazy. So yeah, Elite Tuners took me 3 years if I count maxing out the Mark IV Supra. Now, if I bought a whole bunch of tokens, that would have been a different story, but I didn't, so yeah. We disconnected. If you got a big, huge wallet and you drop down like $90,000, you might be able to finish it in like a couple of weeks. Probably like 2 or 3 weeks, but yeah. You gotta drop like $100,000 to do it. I may be over exaggerating a little bit. Then again, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I'm not sure. I just know it can be very expensive to get all those cars and all those parts and stuff if you're paying for it. Darker Knight says, I normally try and do 120 to 170 races every showdown. Gives a lot of rewards. Yeah, you know, if you got the time and you can make it, that's good. Anywhere between 1 and 200 races will earn you a lot of nice prizes on the showdowns, whether you're winning or losing. Of course, if you're winning most of the time, then it's even better. That's way better if you're winning most of them. Cordell says, I want to get the Mark IV Supra, but still working on the King of the Mod Stars. I'll tell you, it's a long road to get that Mark IV Supra. But what sucks is you kind of either have to focus on getting the Mark IV Supra and skip any of those add-on tuner pits events, right? If you're not buying things, you're never going to be able to do the tuner pits events and get the Mark IV Supra. That's the one thing that sucks. I honestly wish they would wait until you finish the Elite Tuners events till they start the add-on events, right? The tuner pit event shouldn't start until you finish the original set of Elite Tuners events, in my opinion. But the thing is, they want you to be short on tokens. That way you'll spend money and buy tokens to finish it all. That's why I believe they have it set up the way they have it set up. Like even the add-on events, right? The Tuners Pit events, even to finish those, you almost have to bust out your wallet. Because I can normally get enough tokens to get an Elite Tuners car up to 5 stars before the event ends, but I'm never able to get them up to purple stars. Now, if I drop 50 or 100 or 200 bucks or something like that, I would be able to finish it. But I've never actually finished one of the add-on events, ever. But yeah, you just can't do it all at once, unfortunately. Alright, so as far as blue and green tokens, I get more of those than I know what to do with. I'm always spending those just to get rid of them. Now when it comes to the pink and the gold tokens, those are the ones I struggle to get. But green and blue, you know, if I stop spending those tokens and I save up all the ones I get for the next like 3 months, I'll be like, man, I got a lot of these. I got to spend some. So to me, that's kind of like a slow yet fast process of getting blue and greens. But pink and yellow, ooh, takes forever. Takes forever. It's like 12 years to get some pink and yellow ones. It's terrible. Alright, you got 4K pink. Unfortunately, that's probably barely enough to do one car, honestly. Like the last several upgrades, I think they were like between 1,000 and 1,200 pink tokens each, so there is a spreadsheet online somewhere where you can find out how many tokens you need for each car. I'm not sure if I put that spreadsheet in my video's descriptions or not. It might be in there, but there is a spreadsheet. But if you find that spreadsheet, it tells you exactly how many pink parts you need, how many green parts you need, how many gold parts you need for each car specifically. It's a lot. It's a lot. Too many parts, in my opinion. Way too many parts, in my opinion. But what can you do? That's all I'm going to say. What can you do? think it's your turn to win. Let me slow down. William D says it's a business. You can have all the hot sauce you want. Hot sauce! You can earn the cup, but ice water will cost you. I don't want a cup full of ice water and hot sauce. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. Maybe you like ice water and hot sauce, but no thank you. No thank you. Ah, we got Drew Man in the Hunatron. That's a cool car. That's a really cool car. I love that car. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. That car is beautiful. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, who's going to win? Oh, I think I got it. Aria, yeah, good swaps, buddy. That was fun. Good swaps. Darker Knight says, it took me like 7 years to get where I am. Why do you think you can do it in 3 weeks? Ah, crap. Hold on a second. I got to get some gas. Yeah, 3 weeks is barely enough to do anything in this game, right? You're not going to get anywhere in 3 weeks on this game. 3 weeks is like nothing. 3 months, you might start doing decent. You know what I mean? 3 to 4 months. But it definitely takes a few months to get this game rolling, especially as a free player. Three, 2, 1, go. If you can get perfect shifts, you'll earn more money. Oh, who won? That was a good race. Yes. Got it. That was a really good race. The only thing I don't like is if you're in a tier 5 car and you race a tier 4 car, they only pay you tier 4 money. So I guess you got to race another tier 5 car to get paid the full amount. I think that part's kind of a bummer if you really think about it. Ah, Stack's got the Authentica. Awesome, buddy. Awesome, awesome. Congrats, man. For sure. William D says, 3 years into the game and I'm still a newbie. I don't know if I would say you're a newbie. You're definitely not a newbie. Oh, that's going to be a close one. Ooh, I think he got me at the last second. I lost. Good one, good one. William D says, my account would disagree. Yeah, you know, generally if you beat somebody, they're not going to want to race you again, so. Now, if you got something that indicates you're trying to swap in your name, then some people might challenge you back to swap with you, but not everybody's trying to swap. Some people are out there just to win races. Some people want to swap. So I don't know, just kind of all depends, I guess. 3, 2, 1, go. I wish they would redo the car graphics on this map. They don't look as good as a lot of the other maps. Alright, Samuel just hit level 110. Alright. 110. You're getting there. I mean, you're already at, I mean, you know, level 110 is a good place to be. You've already unlocked everything, so at that point it's just a small amount of resources next time you level up. You don't get much. When I hit level 12 million, they'll be like, here's 12 keys. I'm like, oh, come on now. Shouldn't I got something better than that? Darker Knight says you can exchange 3 weeks for 3 years. It's exactly the same. I don't know. I would say 3 weeks into the game, I had next to nothing. 3 years into the game, though, I had a lot of cool cars. So for me, the longer I played, the more it improved. As far as my garage, at least, right? Now, when it comes to beating all the stuff, like these days, one thing that's hard for new players is you gotta they bombard you with stuff. So you gotta start working on Tempest, you gotta start working on Legends, you gotta start working on Elite Tuners, then you gotta start working on the Tuner Pit events. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff to do as a new player now. When I first started, we just did the daily stuff, we did some live racing, and we did Tempest. That was it. Maybe like a year after I finished Tempest, they brought out Legends. After I finished Legends, maybe like a year later, they brought out Elite Tuners. So it wasn't as hard back then, right? For me, it wasn't as hard back then. Now you got to do it all at once, or they try and get you to do it all at once. You kind of got to focus on one thing at a time, I would say. Hey Papa, how you doing today? If you're trying to do Legends, Elite Tuners, and Tempest all at the same time, you're never going to get anywhere. My advice would be finish Elite Tuners, right? Focus on finishing the Elite Tuners events, then start working on Legends. Then when you're done with that, maybe start doing the Tempest. I mean, Tempest really doesn't matter when you do it, because if you get a car that's fast enough, then you can just go do your Tempest stuff and not really worry about it. But I would just do Tempest really slowly at my own pace if I had to do it again. But I definitely wouldn't be in a hurry. I wouldn't be in any hurry at all to get through Tempest these days. I mean, it's nice to have all the boss cars and everything, but none of them are that good these days. So it's barely even worth doing it for a lot of people, because the amount of game cash and the amount of parts and time spent just to beat Tempest is crazy to get a bunch of mediocre cars. So I would be in absolutely no hurry whatsoever to finish Tempest as a new player. I think you definitely want to do it when you can, but you don't want to rush it. You don't want to push it. Just set it aside. Do a little bit here and there as you can, and don't worry about it too much. That's how I look at it. I believe that's the best way to look at Tempest in 2025. Winpoo, catch you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Papa says, I am legendary in this game. Back to Rue, did I say it right? He says, thanks for the races. Yeah. I don't think I say your name right, do I? I probably pronounce everybody's name incorrectly. I probably say every single person's name wrong. Even William, I probably pronounce his name wrong. I mean, that one's easy to say, and I bet I say that wrong. Ooh, look at that. That is a beautiful car. That is a beautiful car right there. I would like to have that in my driveway. Look at that thing. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, ooh, he got me. Good race. William D says, I've raced Rabbit before. Well, aren't rabbits a little too small to ride on, man? How are you racing a rabbit? Now, if you said a horse, I would understand, but I don't think you can ride on a rabbit, my man. Darker Knight says, to be honest, as a new player, I would uninstall the game after a week. Alright, I guess he's not wanting the swap, so I'll move back on. A small saddle. That must be one big rabbit. Alright, we got Drew Man again. Nice. That's also one of the best looking cars in the game. So, I don't know if it's true, but I am hearing that we are going to be getting the Kin Block Ford Escort pretty soon. Like an old school Cosworth Escort. Oh my god, that's a good race. I hope that's true. I mean, I've been hearing rumors about this for a long time. What the hell? He's got 0 points? He must have disconnected on us. Oh well. What can you do? That's a bummer right there. Mighty D, what's up, buddy? Alright, you've been playing since CSR2 started. Awesome. You've been playing a little longer than me then. I never really thought I would be playing any game for 7 or 8 years, honestly. Especially a mobile game. I mean, most mobile games, you pick it up, you play it for a couple weeks, and then you find something else, right? There's only a couple of mobile games I actually really like. Like this game and War Robots keep my attention. I've been playing War Robots for 10 years. I've been playing this for almost 8 years. I do play King of Crabs sometimes. That's fun. I don't play it very often, but every couple of months I open that game up and play a couple of rounds. I really do like Pixel Gun 3D, but I barely ever play that. I've been playing that for years as well, but very rarely. What else do I play? I think that's really about it. Mighty D's got over 300 cars. That's crazy. 300 cars, that's a lot. I'm not sure how many I have. Sometimes I would like to sell all my tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 cars just to make my garages smaller. Too many garages. I don't like having all those garages, honestly. Alright, so Cordell, the legendary status doesn't really have a lot to do with much of anything. Dang, that guy ran a 9.8. That guy's had that car set up to destroy the dyno. Crazy. Alright, so legendary status has to do with your crew. If your crew is doing well this season, you get the legendary status. It's a really weird deal. Now, I don't know if you guys can see legendary status on my name, but if I do have it, I can't see it. So I don't know if I have it or not. Yeah. I don't like racing people with down-tuned cars. But that's the thing, you never know. Some people know how to down-tune really well and they'll destroy you. A lot of people don't know how to down-tune at all and they won't destroy you, but yeah. Now where's all the people in my lobby? It's gone. My lobby's gone. It died. My lobby died. Oh no. Alright, so my lobby is pretty much non-existent and I'm here all by myself and everybody's gone and it sucks. I don't like it. All right. William D says, you have it because you won the milestone car last season. Yeah, you know, the game actually never really... You can find a very brief explanation of how you get that from the game, but they don't really go into detail. They don't really tell you much of anything. They basically just say, well, you know, if your crew is doing well, you get the legendary status. They give you a very basic, crappy explanation like that doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? And what I don't understand is, why can't you see it if you have it, right? Why would they not allow you to see that you have the legendary status? That makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, that's gotta be like one of the dumbest things in the game. But the good news is, having the legendary status doesn't really do anything for you at all. It doesn't matter if it's there or not there. I mean, honestly, if you have it, who cares? If you don't have it, who cares? That's how I look at it. Alright, so you're in another dead lobby. Yeah, I mean, lobbies are really, really weird lately. I don't know what they're doing with them, but they're weird. Yeah, you know, William D, when I got my first tier 2 car, it took me like, I spent hours trying to figure out why my car won't launch properly. Right? I'm like, I was so mad and so frustrated. I almost uninstalled the game because I was like, why won't my car launch? And I don't remember if I got on Reddit. I don't remember where I found the answer, but someone finally, I think I asked somebody somewhere. They said, oh yeah, you got to press the launch button on tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 cars. But yeah, I don't think the game even ever explained it. But I went into live racing with my tier 1 car for the first couple of weeks I played. I'm having a good time. I'm beating people. I got my first tier 2 car and I'm like, what the heck is happening? I was so mad and so frustrated and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my cars. I thought there was a problem with the game. I seriously thought the game was broken or I was having some sort of game glitch. And yeah, why they don't properly explain to you that you have to hit a launch button is beyond me. It's so stupid. But what can you do, I guess? Not much. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, fourth and nitrous. Let's see what the car runs like that. Probably slow. What do we run? William D says, call them darker, it's still broken. You know, there's so many things in this game that are broken. Man, that still ran a 10.1. Interesting. I thought that was going to run a lot slower. So I guess nitrous, as long as you hit it, doesn't really matter what gear you hit it on, right? It still runs about the same time. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see what happens if I do all my shifts at 4,000 RPMs. I better slow down. I really do love the way this car looks. William says, same thing I asked in the world chat. Yeah, I mean, there should be a little thing that pops up on the screen that says, okay, now you got a tier 2 car. There's a new button added to the game. And it should make you do like a demo race where you have to use that button or something. I don't know why they didn't add that. Alright, Mighty D says, after playing for so long, I find that this game is rigged 100% and broken. There are definitely things on this game that I would say are rigged, like showdowns. I'm pretty sure after you get so many wins in a day, they intentionally make sure you're racing against people that you're going to lose to. Sometimes I wonder if you're even racing real players. I don't know. I'm not sure, but showdowns definitely feel rigged in a lot of ways. Now, live racing it's crazy how they have live racing set up, right? If you beat the dyno time, it's like you get punished. They pick you up, they move you into a lobby, They do it again, they do it again. Next thing you know, you can't beat anybody because everybody's faster than you. So yeah, you get punished for beating the dyno time in live racing. There's a lot of things in this game that don't really make a lot of sense to me, so what can you do, I guess? It's a crazy game. But I definitely feel there's a few things that are kind of rigged or need to be reworked. I do think they need to rework the way Showdown works, and I do think they need to rework... I don't think you should be... If your car is beating dyno, they shouldn't be putting you faster. They shouldn't be putting you in lobbies where everybody runs faster than you. So let's just say you're beating dyno. Let's just pretend your car is running like a 10.2, but it's got a 10 point, I don't know, slower. It's got a 10 point slower on the dyno, but you're beating dyno running 10.2. Then it should put you in the 10.2 lobby. It shouldn't put you in the like 9.2 lobby where everybody's running a second faster than you. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense the way live racing works. So we got to sit there and find these cars that have these low upgrade points that stay in the same lobby and win races without beating the dyno in order to save ourselves a huge amount of headache. Andy Styles, good stuff, buddy. I don't know if we disconnected again or what, but you guys know how this game is. Bad Daddy-O, what's up, bud? Nice to see ya. All right. But all I can say is I love this game, but there's definitely some things about it I wish they would change. But, you know, most of these things have been the same for over 8 years, so I don't think they're going to change these things. Oh, wow, that's a weird... I think that's a glitch. I don't think his car is actually going to look like that. Oh, man. Right, hold on, let's see if it works. I don't think his car is going to look like that if we actually get to race him. I think all the pink parts will be gone. Alright. Come on, game. Let us race. Let us race. Alright, guys. The game is broken. The game is broken. Uh-oh. Back out to the lobby we go. What does this guy have on this BMW? It looks all crazy. All right. Darker Knight says, I'm old. I don't like changes. I don't really like when things change either unless it makes life easier. Changes that make things better are amazing. Changes that make things worse, not so good, right? That's the way I see it. If they make changes that actually improve things and make things work correctly and save me a bunch of headaches and save me a bunch of hassles, that's a good change. Now, when they change things that don't really need to be changed, you're like, why would they do that? You know, I don't like that either. But Stack says, hit the like button, guys. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate that. Guy with the name I can't read says, welcome to Bug Game. Yeah, we got a lot of bugs. Lots of bugs, lots of glitches. Lots of weird stuff, but I still love it, right? Still love this game, even though it's strange. Even though it's a weird game, I'm a big fan. Level 5,888. Now that would be a very high rank right there. You would probably have to play the game for like 12 hours a day for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years to hit that. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. Terminex. William D wants to call the Terminex. Oh my goodness. I don't think I would call them, honestly. I mean, you could, but I'm not sure that's really your best option. Race Void. Oh my god. Alright, I would like to know why the game thinks I abandoned the race. I did not, I repeat, I did not abandon anything, CSR. I think they just hate me and they are mean and they're trying to give me a hard time here, so yeah. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think the game likes us today either. I don't think the game ever likes us. Ooh, alright. Let's see if we can beat the juke. I think... Oh, he refused. So if you set the juke up properly on stage 4 parts only, that little thing is actually a beast. Like, that little thing is really good. Come on, race me, sir. I actually think he could win if he's got a good setup on that thing. That's just a great little car. Probably one of the better live racing cars in the game that just has a normal setup. You don't really have to do anything but stick it on stage 4 parts and tune it the way you want, and bam, you're good to go at that point. But yeah, I like the juke. It's really nice. I don't really like the way they look. But I'll tell you what, you throw a GTR engine and a little teeny thing like that, you should probably win some races, you know? I am hungry. Alright, so the TVR Sagaris, or whatever you call it, it's not really one of the better cars in the game. Like, it's not, I mean, it's not that great. I mean, I think most of the TVRs in this game aren't really that wonderful. I do know I have a video going over that car. It's been years since I've used it, so I don't really remember too much about it, but I don't remember liking it that much, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't think it was a bad car, but I don't remember it being, like, really good either, so I guess it really depends on what you're trying to do with it. Would depend on whether or not that car is good. So whatever you're trying to accomplish would determine whether that or not that car would work for you. But I don't think it's one of the better cars in the game or anything like that, but it wasn't a horrible car. All right, I think it's my turn to win. Melon says the Sagaris is decent. So if Melon says it's decent, then, you know, it's probably pretty decent. Like, Melon doesn't like a lot of cars in the game, so when Melon says something's decent, it's probably not that bad. Of course, not that good either, but that just means it's you know, it's decent. It's just plain decent. Alright. I forget whose turn it is to win, so I'm going to slow down. It's hard to remember whose turn it is when you're swapping. Especially when I start getting hungry towards the end of the stream, I always forget whose turn it is, but yeah. What's up, Mr. Nobody? How you doing today? Do I remember you? Sir, you're nobody. Why would I remember a nobody? Alright, that sounds mean, but your name is Mr. Nobody, so, you know. Yeah, I remember you. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so Bucky's trying to run an Acura. Alright. Samuel, how you doing today? Good to see you. Alright, so Bucky found me. So I think he's going to try and beat me up with his Acura. Alright, we'll find out. I'm not sure which Acura you're driving, but you'll probably be able to get me here in a minute. You know, I kind of wish they would have made the Hunatron a little bit easier to launch. I love that car, but the launch on that car is terrible. If they would have made that easy to launch, that car would be awesome. But yeah, it's pretty rough. So the GTA Spano is one of the slowest tier 5 cars in the game. Some people say that they found a setup that makes it win live races, but even then it doesn't really win a lot of respect points or anything. So in my opinion, I don't think the GTA Spano is worth upgrading. It looks nice, but that's really about the best thing it has going for it. It's just a old, outdated, slow tier 5 car. But generally most of the boss cars aren't really that good. And then when you get a non-boss version of a boss car, usually it's a little less good. Now there are a few weird occasions where the non-boss version, like the Golden Star version of boss car, there are a few weird ones where the Golden Star one's slightly better than the Purple Star one, but most of them, the Purple Star is a little bit better and the Golden Star is a little bit worse, but most of the boss cars are bad. Now I do like some of the tier 1 boss cars. I do like the Sesto Elemento, but pretty much all of the tier 3 boss cars I don't really care for anymore. I mean, Amelia's LBM4 is okay. I mean, back in the day it was a nice car, but they've come out with things that just destroy that lately. But I mean, the Sesto Elemento, when I first started playing, I'm pretty sure the Sesto Elemento was the second or third fastest car in the game. It might even been the first fastest. Now it's like number 347 down the list or something. Alright, we keep disconnecting. That's a bummer. But Sesto Elemento is way down the list. Like, I'm not sure where it's at, but it's way down there somewhere. But it's amazing how something went from like the first or second fastest car to like the 120th or the 376th, you know? But if you look at the world record list, there's actually about, let's see how many tier 5 cars. There's 758 tier 5 cars in the game currently. That's nuts. That is nuts. Almost 800 tier 5 cars. Alright, let's go back out to the lobby. Alright, cars from Rare Imports. I'm not sure what all is currently in there. I mean, the DBX 707, if you're looking for a good live racer, you definitely want to get the DBX. That's a nice car. That's a nice car. I'd have to look in the crates to see what they're currently running, but I'm not so sure what's in there right now. I'd imagine there's probably a couple of cars in gold crates at the moment, but... And, ooh, I got him. I got him. All right. Yeah, the Sesto Elemento is pretty decent. I mean, it's not really a great car anymore, but I still like it. If I set that up on stage 5 parts, it'll win a few live races here and there. It's not a great live racer, but it's halfway decent at live racing from time to time. Alright, so Mr. Nobody is Harnish. You're Harnish, alright. I probably won't remember that because my name sucks. Or my name sucks. My memory sucks, but Harnish. That's kind of a cool name. It's easy to say. A lot of people from India, I can't figure out how to even read their names. So that's a pretty decent one right there. I can read it. I think I'm saying it right for the first time ever, so that's good. William D says you will need them for the event. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to do the event that just popped up to win that Lamborghini, you'll need pretty much all of those cars in the gold crates and whatnot. But if you're not doing the event, I think you want to wait until there's a really amazing car in there, right? That's the thing. Big events will probably cost you several $100s to finish. You got to have enough keys to get all the cars, and you got to get all the parts and stuff, so it's not exactly cheap to do a lot of these events. That is for sure. I forget what I was going to say. I was going to say something, but I've totally forgotten. I don't know what it was. Jedi says, yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. I never tell anybody when my birthday is. I keep that a secret. Birthdays suck. I don't like birthdays. It just means I've gotten older and I don't care for it. Birthdays are terrible. Now, I guess when you're younger, you like birthdays. I mean, some people still like them when they get older, but I'm not much of a birthday person. I remember when I turned 437 years old back there, when about, I don't know how many, that was a rough birthday, man. I was like, I just turned 437. And then I got depressed. I'm like, 437, that's pretty old. And then I was sad, but, what can you do? What can you do? Probably not much. Except for be sad that you're old. Oh, man. Ooh, he got me. William D says, happy name day, Jedi. Ah, that was the F50 GT. That car is awesome. I like that car. That's one of the cars I don't have in this game that I really wish I did. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. It's so cool looking. Ah, crap. Son of a butt sandwich, man. Son of a butt sandwich. That's all I gotta say. Don't like it. At least we found each other again. My throat's getting sore. I don't know why my sinuses have been so bad this winter. They've been awful. Yeah, I want that car. If they ever sell that for $20, I'm buying it. I think the last couple times they made it available, you had to do a whole event. So it would have cost a lot of money to get that thing, I think. I don't think I had any of the cars, so I would have to buy all the cars. I don't mind doing events when I've got all the cars, right? And I've already got them leveled up. That's about the only time I ever do an event, is if I've already got the cars and I've already got them all leveled up. Every once in a while, I might level up a couple cars, but usually not. I'm too stingy with my resources. I am way too stingy with my resources. Alright, so Bucky says my race pass on my second account doesn't show up half the time. I would probably contact game support and let them know. Anytime you're having a major glitch or a game issue, it's best just to tell those people, be like, hey, my game's broken. Can you look at it? At least make them aware of it. I think if enough people are having the same problem, then the game developers will start looking into it and trying to fix it, but yeah, this game has a lot of issues, unfortunately. Like, a lot. They need to fix all that stuff. William D says, I don't have the cars to even try. Yeah, I think on this event, I'm missing one of the cars, but I don't have parts on any of the cars. So, if I need to upgrade 5 cars, that's 7 million game cash times 5. That's roughly 40 million game cash. Then I got to make sure I got enough stage 6 parts and enough fusion parts. So yeah, that's kind of rough. Pretty much when I do try to do an event, I find myself short on parts half the time. Even if I do have the cars and I got them leveled up pretty decently. Like a lot of those events, you have to have, maybe, I don't know, 5 out of the 7 or 6 out of the 7 stage 6 parts installed on the car, which is rough. That's always rough. Alright, so the developers have William's carrot. They're like dangling over his head and he's trying to get it. Give me that carrot. Hey. 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 I wonder if anybody's actually done that before. I mean, I've seen that happen in cartoons, but did people actually do that in real life, where they would dangle a carrot in front of a horse or something to make it run? I wonder. I bet that was just a joke or a myth, but I don't know. Maybe. I wonder if that works. Now I'm curious. Bosco, good swaps, buddy. All right, it's 10:50. We got about 10 more minutes left on the live stream. After that, I get to have some breakfast. Let's race this guy right here. I appreciate everybody coming out and racing with me. You guys and girls are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. All right, here we go. We're going to race this guy right here. 2 orange cars ready to battle it on out. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah. I took my finger off the button and I didn't get it back on in time. Oh well. You'll have that. He's got a win-lose, so maybe he wants to swap. Sam Yadier, have a great day, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Patricia, hey. This is my daily goals that are on the side bar between chat and profile are missing. Okay, so I'm not really sure if anybody is still supposed to have those. This is kind of a weird thing, but at one point in time, they said, we're adding this here. This is going to give you guys some extra prizes, and we're going to remove those daily tasks. Now, my understanding is some people lost those tasks years ago. Some people still have them, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But I don't think any of us are supposed to have that still. I'm not really sure. It's a weird thing. But yeah, they announced something. Some people kept them. Some people lost them. I mean, I've had them for years. I just collected a couple of those bonus tasks yesterday. So as far as I know, I still have them. How many people here actually have those? Now that's going to be an interesting thing to find out. How many people still have your daily tasks? The ones where you pop out the little sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, you can collect stuff. Alright, Darker Knight says his only appear once or twice a month. So weird. Alright, Bucky's got him. I would write game support and ask, but they might take mine away. I'd like to be able to keep collecting them, so. Alright, Mario says I get them every day, but they are fewer than before. Alright, so Bactaroo says his disappeared 2 months ago. Art still got them. They are only about 5 or 6 tasks. I'm not sure how many tasks I actually have. You know, if I can remember, we'll actually look and see how many there are on my account. But, yeah. I hope they leave those there, because the thing is, I get some extra gold out of that. I don't mind. I don't really care about those tasks that much, but, you know, even if I can get 20 or 40 gold once a week, that allows me to refill my gas tank a few times, which is good. So I like the gold. The rest of the stuff you get out of there is not really great, but the free gold is really nice. Alright, so Johnny's got 12 every day. Melon's only got 5. So freaking weird. That's just another one of those things on this game that does not make any sense whatsoever. This is a weird game. Love it, but it's weird. Aw, man. My button didn't work. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Broken button. Broken button. Alright, we got about 5 5 more minutes left. Then I get to go eat something. My stomach's like grumble, grumble, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if you can hear it, but it actually just grumbled right there. It was pretty quiet, so the microphone probably didn't pick it up, but... So today is Sunday. Sunday. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I think I like the way this car looks. I'm not sure if I like the design on the hood though, but I like this car. I just changed the way it looked this morning, and I'm a big fan of it. I tried to make it look as close as possible to the Fast and Furious Supra, but then I was like, you know what? I like this body kit better than the actual Fast and Furious body kit, so I put this one on instead. Now, this, if it had the stickers, it would look almost identical, just with a slightly fancier body kit. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's see what time we run if we do it like that. Alright. Boy, YouTuber is about to complete the Tier 3 boss. What's a decent car for Tier 4 boss? Alright, which are you trying to do? The Tempest boss or the storyline boss, right? I don't really know what you have, but if you've got the Elite Tuners WRX, or if you've got the Elite Tuners Lancer, those are great cars for beating the bosses. Now, I love the WRX. It's a good live racing car. That's one of the best things about it. So if you've got to the Elite Tuners events, and you've got the WRX, I would highly suggest focusing on that car until you get it upgraded enough to beat the boss. So you're doing the first storyline. So I kind of hate to say it because this car is basically not very good right now, and I don't really know what you have, but if you buy the GTR out of the dealership, you can buy and strip those, and every time you strip it, you'll get some parts, right? That's going to be able to beat the first, second, and third boss, but it's not going to be able to beat the fourth boss on Tempest 3 Tier 4. But the thing is, it's a junky car. You're going to outgrow that car very quickly, and it's barely worth putting resources into these days. But if you absolutely need something right now, you can buy that. That's the thing. Now, I like that car, but I don't love that car. I haven't driven it in years. It just pretty much sits there and collects dust. But as a new player, I loved it, right? But after playing for about maybe a year, like, I completely stopped using that car. So yeah, I don't know how many of these already collected though, so I'm not really sure how many I had, but I still do have these. I don't know how many I get a day, but it feels like, all right, give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess there's 5 there if I complete all the goals. So they've definitely lessened mine as well. I mean, I used to be able to scroll down through it all. It doesn't even look like there's any gold in it today. That sucks. But yeah, they've definitely skimped out on those, and some people don't even have them anymore. Now, somebody was asking about the body kits for this car, so let's go look at them really quick. I don't know if you're still here. I don't remember who asked, but somebody asked, so let's check them out. All right, so body kits. So there's your Toyota body kit. Personally, I don't know. I don't like it. Then we got this one. This is the one that's the actual Fast and Furious car body kit, I believe. The Bomex. That's the same body kit as the car in the movie. There's the Veal side, which is a really weird looking body kit. Like it makes it look like a... I don't know why, but that to me looks like an Acura or something on the front end. We got the Riddick's kit. Don't really like it that much. I mean, it's cool and all. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. Then we got whatever this is. I can't read that. Tamon, something like that. Don't like that kit. We got the KRC Japan. I don't like that kit very much. And then we got the Varus, which is what I'm running here. Now, I don't really like the hood on this. I mean, I could change it to the other hood, but it's not that much different. Whoops. So that one looks almost the same. I think I like this one. I don't know. I think I like the one I have a little better. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like either one of those. But I do like this body kit. So yeah. But you know, everybody likes different things. I personally like that one best. It just adds a little something. It just makes the car look just a little bit nicer to me. You might see it and be like, that's gross. What spoiler does the Reddit? We'll check it out. Let's go back in there. You're making me press extra buttons. Gosh darn it. Oh man, I gotta press extra buttons. So you want to see the spoiler for this. 1 second. So you got that thing right there, or you got that thing right there. So that's the other spoiler for that. That's a pretty decent looking kit, I guess. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's very classy looking. I'm not sure what this black piece is here, though. On this body kit, to me, that black piece sort of looks out of place. Like, they should have made that orange. Now, I like that little aerodynamic thing on the front that's black, but I'm not sure what this is. Now, the body kit I have has something similar, but I don't know. It blends in better. That one just, to me, looks out of place, so. But yeah, these cars are pretty cool. I really like this. I would love to have this car in real life, but I'm not really sure why, but I like that body kit best. Darker Knight says my grandma likes Ridox too. Well, tell her that's a good choice. It is a nice kit. There was one or two of those that I don't like, but most of them do look nice for the most part. But you know, we all like different things. But I think that's pretty much going to be it for the day. So I just want to say thank you guys and girls for coming out. My throat's getting a little sore, so I'm glad I get to stop talking. And yeah, it's lunchtime. I'm going to have some lunch. I'm going to go answer some comments, then work on some more junk for YouTube. I got some a bunch of editing to do on some videos for one of my other channels. And then, oh man, it's going to be a busy but not busy day at the same time. Normally I try and take like Sunday afternoon off. Like I'll do what I need to do in the morning, then I'll try and take like the evening off. Sunday and Mondays, I try and make those my slow days. The rest of the week, it's pretty much from the time I get up to the time I go to bed that I'm working on stuff. So Sunday and Mondays, I try and take it a little bit easier, but I still do stuff in the morning. So those are like my half days. Anyways, I just want to say thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. You guys and gals are awesome. I'll be back on Friday for another live stream and next Sunday. And yeah, catch y'all later. Have a wonderful day. We'll catch you next time. See you guys and all that good stuff. Okay, bye-bye.